Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So just to prepare you, this vlog most definitely will be all over the place. As I'm currently filming this section, it is currently a Sunday, November 29th, but we're kind of going to go backwards in time to catch you up on everything throughout the week, and I do have some clips from things from that as well. So on Monday, I pretty much spent the entire day filming. I had like 5 videos to film that day. And also on Monday, Marty's parents arrived, and they were coming early because, well, they were going to be here for Thanksgiving anyway, but they were helping me with a home improvement project. So I have this set of stairs that were like completely unnecessary, and I wanted to close them up and build this big walk-in pantry in my kitchen slash dining room, and they were going to help me do that. So they came early to get started on that. And I do have some pictures that I can show you. I think we took a couple throughout the process of like while the stairs were getting closed up and all of that. And it took all the way until Saturday to complete this. And I'll show it to you. Well, it's not exactly complete right now, but I'll show it to you when I get to the Saturday part of this vlog. And then on Tuesday, I had several things to do. I had an appointment I had to go to, and I also had to go and pick up our food that we were going to have for Thanksgiving. And I had time in between there to just kind of kill some time. So I did a little book shopping. I didn't buy much. I just kind of perused just a little bit in Books A Million. And so I do have a very tiny little book haul to show you. So I picked up The Magic Misfits, the Minor Third, for $3.97. This is the 3rd book in the Magic Misfits series by Neil Patrick Harris. This is a super cute series. Xander and I have read the first 2 books together. It's about, well, the first book is about, what's his name? Carter. This one right here. He is a street magician who has run away from his uncle, who's not really a good guy and would use Carter to help him steal from unsuspecting people. And Carter ends up running away from him and goes to this town, and there is this carnival there, and the people in this carnival are not necessarily good people either, and they're trying to steal from the town. And Carter ends up teaming up with this other group of different kind of magical misfits, and they team up to put a stop to what these carnival people are doing. And it was a lot of fun. There's also, he tends to do a lot of like puzzles and stuff throughout, and also like how-to things on how to do like certain magic tricks and things like that. And it's just a lot of fun. Xander and I really enjoy it. Also, like, the headers are cards, but this is all part of a clue to to figure out some puzzle throughout. It's just a really fun, enjoyable read, and Xander and I really enjoy reading these together. And I got it for $3.97. Also on Tuesday, my mom arrived, and she came with a ton of like books and stuff for us to take to McKay's. So on Wednesday, her and I went to McKay's while Marty's parents were like working on the pantry stuff. And while we were there, she traded in a ton, and I perused just a little bit, and I did pick up a couple of things. So I actually only picked up one book, and that was Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I got this for $7.50. Well, technically I didn't actually pay anything. I just used credit. Well, my overall thing after my credit, I still paid $20-something on all the stuff I bought. But anyway, this is about this woman named Georgie, who she's a TV writer, and her whole family's supposed to be going to like Omaha to her husband's family's house for Christmas, I believe, and she tells him that she can't go, and so Neil and the kids go off without her and not very happy about it, and she just knows that this is going to be the end of her marriage, and somehow she ends up being able to communicate with Neil, but the Neil from the past. And let's see, what does it say? That night, Georgie discovers a way to communicate with Neil in the past. It's not time travel, not exactly, but she feels like she's been given an opportunity to fix her marriage before it starts. Is that what she's supposed to do? Or would Georgie and Neil be better off if their marriage had never happened? And I've heard really, really, really good things about this book, so I wanted to pick it up. And then I also picked up some Funko Pops and other stuff. So I have this Maleficent Diamond Collection pop. She's very sparkly and I love her. And then we have the Evil Queen, also from the Diamond Collection. Her dress and her crown are very sparkly and I love it. And then I also got this little sparkly Tinkerbell. Her hair and her shoes and her dress and her wings and wand are all sparkly, and it's cute. So I got those. And now that Marty's away, I can tell you I also got him one. I got him Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future. This is going to be one of his Christmas gifts. And then Thursday was obviously Thanksgiving, and I didn't film anything from like our Thanksgiving meal or anything like that. We cooked in the like morning time, and we had our Thanksgiving meal at lunch. And I did actually film some clips later in that day, so I'm going to switch to that now. It is currently Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I am out at the stores right now. It's about a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am prepared to camp out for the first time overnight in front of GameStop. I'm currently number 4 in line in hopes of getting the new PlayStation 5. GameStop can only guarantee that they have a minimum of 2 per store. That's not to say they won't have more. I'm hoping that they have at least 4 here because I'm number 4, and the 3 people in line before me, they also want a PlayStation 5. 2 of the guys in front of me have been here since yesterday evening. So yeah. Whew. And the store doesn't open until 7 a.m. So it's gonna be a long, long night. My mom is hanging out with me. She's gonna see if she can hang out all night. If not, she's gonna go back home, and Marty will come and check on me because he's got to stay up all night anyway for work. Because he has to work tomorrow night. So I have games, I have books, I have blankets, and I have multiple layers of clothing because it's gonna get down to like 42 degrees. So let's just see how it goes. And I'll show you my setup here in just a second. Say hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
So, Mama in my spot. Here's our other lovely contestants in the do they have enough PlayStation 5s? So, we are here, right here, all night. 5 hours later, literally. It's a little after 8 o'clock now. as you can see, we've added some layers. Mom is all bundled up. People are passing out in their tents or in their chairs. We got some very entertaining people over here.
That's Carson.
This is our new friend Carson.
And his friend Spencer.
But yeah, we still have 11 hours left to go. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it was great.
Huh? 11.
It's so cold.
So it's almost 2 a.m.
This is a heat pack. Ooh, it's for your hands. It feels so good on your face.
It's like 46 degrees out here. Yeah, it's cold.
It's so cold.
We still have a little over 5 hours remaining. There are currently like 19 people in line.
I made that hat for her while we were out here.
She's knitting herself a hat now.
Because I need a hat too, I'm cold.
We still got a long time left. So we've switched places. It is currently almost 5:30 in the morning. We're very cold. Very, very cold. I hope you can hear what I'm saying.
I look like one of those Ewoks.
There. Got a little heating.
And then an Ewok. Hello.
We only have about an hour and a half left. We're hoping.
Had a lot of coffee.
A lot of coffee. We're hoping to not freeze to death before then. We'll see. And I've determined that regardless, I'm walking away with something. It might not be a PlayStation, but I'm walking away with something. So that was an insanely long wait. Next year, because we're gonna end up having to go next year and do something like this again, we're gonna have like a little pup tent with us, because that would have been handy. But I did not successfully get a PlayStation 5 for Xander. We got the new Xbox instead. But oh my gosh, so I was number 4 in the line, Mom was number 5, and in the time we were sitting there, we kind of learned that the GameStop we were at was going to have 2 of the disc PlayStation 5 consoles and 8 of the Xbox consoles. So we already knew we weren't going to get a PlayStation, but I could get an Xbox. And Mom was in a position to be able to get one as well. And she was like, you know what, maybe I'll just go ahead and get one anyway. And I can resell it or something, maybe make a little something off of it. But in the end, what happened was somebody came and they were looking for, they were trying to get something, but the line was already way too long. And they paid Mom $200 for her spot so they could buy an Xbox. So she sold her spot for $200, which is crazy. I wasn't moving though, because I had to come away with something. And we were there from like 2:45 in the afternoon until, well, the store opened at 7 a.m. It was crazy. And then from there, we continued all of our Black Friday shopping. And oh my gosh, so tired. I was so incredibly exhausted that entire day. And then we got back in so late, I was like, at this point, if I took a nap, I knew I couldn't take a nap. When I went to sleep, because I'd been up for over 24 hours, I was like, if I go to sleep, I'm going to sleep a full night, and then I'm going to end up waking up at nighttime when I should be going to sleep. So I decided I was just going to try to push through and stay awake as long as I possibly could on Friday. And then I would go to sleep and try to sleep through the night. And so we decided when Marty left for work, because he had to go to work Friday night, we were all going to go to Waffle House, because Waffle House is kind of our traditional Black Friday like where we go to eat when we're in the middle of Black Friday shopping and all that. So we decided when Marty left for work, we were all gonna go to Waffle House and have dinner, and then, or breakfast for dinner. And then when we came back, I would go to sleep. And whoever else wanted to go to sleep, they could. Because by the time I got back, it was gonna be over 37 hours. I think it ended up being almost 38 hours that I had been awake. And that was us getting home and me getting to bed around 8 o'clock at night. And yeah, I slept like 12 hours or something like that. But yeah, I was so tired. It was ridiculous. Then on a Saturday, I helped with finishing up this pantry, like getting the door installed and all of that, which let me go show you that now because I'm so happy with how everything turned out. Oh my goodness, hold on. So as I said before, it's still not done, but here is our beautiful new pantry and I love it. Hold on, let me open it up. Ta-da! That's actually where the stairs used to be. It's like 5 foot by about 3 feet. And I love these doors. I think they're so cute. I'm going to paint them the same color that I'm going to paint the cabinets when I redo them. But yeah, there's still plastic on the glass. I don't want to take that off until I paint. We still have to like install a light. We've got the wiring going, but we still have to install a light and all that stuff in there and do some other little detailing and like spackling and stuff and painting and put shelves in because right now there's no shelves. But I'm so happy to have a pantry because there was no place for us to put like food items except in our cabinets, and that takes up like half our cabinet space, and it's, yeah, it just does not work because we don't have a huge amount of cabinet space in this kitchen. Also on Saturday, my mom and I started working on these paint by numbers that we got at Michael's on Black Friday, and they're ridiculously hard. They're not like the little kid paint by numbers. These are like the paint by numbers for adults. So like it's the adult coloring book version. But let me show you what I have painted so far. So I just have mine like taped to this paper, taped to a box, standing up. This is what I have done so far. You see all of this craziness. It's gonna be very hard. Oh, I forgot to mention that on Friday, I started reading with Mom while we were waiting in line for the entire night. I started reading Malamander by Thomas Taylor. This is really cute. We ended up finishing it via audiobook, well, this morning before she left, and I think I give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It's about, we have this boy named Herbert Lemon who is the official lost and founder at the Grand Nautilus Hotel in Erie-on-Sea. And then we have this girl named Violet Parma who tracks down Herbie because she's a lost person. She was found in their hotel 12 years ago when her parents went missing. And she's now come to find Herbie in hopes that because he is a lost and founder, maybe he can help find her parents. And there's also this whole mythical fish man thing that comes and lays this egg once a year, and if you catch this egg, it grants all of your wishes. But the Malamander that lays the egg, it is very, very protective of this egg, and if you mess with it, it's gonna try to kill you. And there are several people after it. It's this big legend in this town, and somehow Violet's parents are all tied up in this as well. Super cute. I give it 4 stars, and I'm looking forward to reading Gargantus at some point in the future. And I don't think I actually read what challenge for Believathon that one's supposed to fill, but that was the flash of lightning. Clashes of thunder, flashes of lightning, and the pelting of rain on the windows fills the manor. A figure appears between flashes, guiding you towards a door that appears like no other. It is pointed and made of wood with mystical symbols. You open the door to see that you have stepped inside a peculiar potions room. A clue is inside, and among all the jars you know exactly which one it is. The one with the flash of lightning inside. In order to collect it, you must read a book that incorporates folk tales. And the Malamander is a big folk tale lore type thing, kind of like the Loch Ness Monster. And also, he was like the recommended author in here. So you get like double points or something for reading from him. And then the next challenge, or really the last one for a book, is The Shadow. It says, "What's that? There it is again. Is there someone behind you? Is it the villain? Is it the person who stole the Maleficarium? It's hard to tell when there are shadows everywhere. They surround you and hound you, and the only place to run is the dining room. Inside there is only one shadow, and it challenges you. Do you want to know who the villain is? Do you want the final clue that will help you solve the mystery? In order to get The Shadow, you must read a book that was first published in 2020. And for that, I intend on reading The Girl and the Witch's Garden by Erin Bowman. I pretty much just have today and tomorrow to read this, so fingers crossed that I can do it. I'm really hoping so. All I really know about this is a girl has to go to a grandmother or a great aunt, a grandmother's home, and while her father is ill, and the grandmother is supposedly a witch, and she finds this garden full of magical things that hopefully she can use to help her father. So this is what I'm going to read for that last book challenge. So the only other challenge is not to read a certain book. It is The Villain Unmasked. With all the clues collected, you go down the stairs in the manor to the basement. Since the stairs leading to the upper floors has caved in, the only way is down. Everything has been leading up to this moment. You just know the villain hides down there, that you are one step closer to saving the land of Believathon once again by restoring the Maleficarium to its rightful place and unmasking the fiend that stole it. You go down the stairs, one by one. You open the basement door. It creaks. The villain is right there. In order to discover the villain, you must watch the unmasking video on How to Train Your Gavin's channel on November 30th, 2020. So, I intend on watching that tomorrow. So I need to finish this before then. Though I am sure that one of the other books that I've read for Believathon has probably come out in 2020, and I could count it for that challenge, but I've really been trying to do one book for every challenge, and this will complete that. And another book that I need to try to read, I don't know if I'm going to get it done between today and tomorrow. I hope so. Otherwise, it may have to roll over into Merry Bookmas, which I really don't want to have to do. I think this is the final challenge, or there may be one other challenge, I don't know, in the 1000 Doors Readathon, which I've really enjoyed doing, but I want to continue it, so it may have to roll over. We'll see. But I'm supposed to be reading Tempestuous by Kim Askew and Amy Helms for my most recent prompt from that readathon, and this is a modern day retelling of William Shakespeare's The Tempest. So maybe I can at least get started on this between today and tomorrow, I hope. And then I also have some fun packages to show you. So 2 of these are books and 1 of them is just bookish. So the just bookish one is actually a t-shirt or long sleeve shirt that I ordered online from this website called Literary Creations, and I will link them down in the description if you want to get one of these for yourselves. But I had to get it. I thought it was super cute. So it's this like varsity style shirt, and it says Varsity Reading Team 24/7 365, and it's like a nice soft t-shirt, and I just think it's so cute and I love it. And then This is a book that I ordered. So I ordered this in the middle of my Wheel of TBR because I had to pick, I had Treat Your Shelf come up. And so I went on my Amazon wish list in the video and I went and picked out a book, and I picked out Beach Read by Emily Henry. And I intend on reading this during Merry Bookmas as well. And this is like a bookish book, and I love that. It's like two authors that I think spend the summer living side by side, and they're like complete opposites. And I think they end up developing a friendship or writing a book together or something like that. I don't know, but this sounds really cute. And then this one I haven't even opened yet. I think this is something I won from a giveaway. Yes, this is The Loop by Jeremy Robert Johnson. And this actually came out, it looks like September 29th of 2020. It says, Stranger Things meets World War Z in this heart-racing conspiracy thriller as a lonely young woman teams up with a group of fellow outcasts to survive the night in a town overcome by a science experiment gone wrong. Turner Falls is a small tourist town nestled in the hills of western Oregon, the kind of town you escape to on vacation. When an inexplicable outbreak rapidly develops, this idyllic town becomes the epicenter of an epidemic of violence as teenage children of several executives from the local biotech firm grow ill and aggressively murderous. Suddenly, the town is on edge, and Lucy and her friends must do everything it takes just to fight through the night. So they sent me an arc of this one. And this sounds like it's going to be a fun read. So I have accumulated 4 more books, and I did place an order online for some books as well because, you know, Black Friday, but I don't have those yet. Now for the rest of the day today, I have to edit my Wheel of TBR so I can get that up for you, which will have already been up well before this video posts. But I'm gonna do that and try to get some reading in, and I'm going to actually extend this vlog through tomorrow as well, even though tomorrow's Monday, because it's the last day of the month, and figure might as well, because my next vlog will be the beginning of Merry Bookmas, which I hope you're participating. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to start reading all of the books for that. And oh my gosh, my TBR for December is insane. It's ridiculous. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. So it's literally been like 30 seconds and I just realized that I forgot to tell you some other things that I did read earlier in the week. So on Monday, I finished Emerald Green by Kirsten Gear, and I think I would give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. This was definitely my favorite out of the series. The whole series follows this girl named Gwen who her whole life, her cousin Charlotte's been trained and prepared and all of this to inherit this time traveler gene. And it turns out that Charlotte's not the one with the gene, Gwen is. And so she's not prepared in any way whatsoever and gets thrust into this time traveling world, but not just thrust into it, she's like sucked into it. She's transported to another time and it's like, what the crap's going on? And there's lots of dangers, there's lots of scandal, and people are very skeptical about Gwen's side of the family because of someone else having stolen this thing that they need to control where they go, like the time that they go. And there's only 2 of them, and one of them's been stolen by one of her former family members. And yeah, they're trying to figure out where this other stolen item is and can they retrieve it and all of this stuff. It was a fun read and I give it 4 stars. And I started also listening to the audiobook of Ask For It by Sylvia Day. It's the first book in this Gregorian series or something like that. I don't really know much about it. I don't know what I think about it at this point because I'm not too terribly far into it. I didn't get a lot of reading done throughout the week because of family being here. But I'll let you know what I think when I finish it. So it is Tuesday, December 1st, and I didn't get a chance to update you last night because, well, it got too late and I just had to go to bed, so I figured I would do it today. But I did finish, well, first I finished Ask For It by Sylvia Day, and I give that 3 stars. It's like historic erotica. As far as the story goes, meh. It was, this woman's husband has been killed and she has a journal of his and people want his journal and her life is at risk. And this other man, who was a man from her past, that she was at once upon a time engaged to, but thought he had cheated on her, so she left and married somebody else. He's now the one that's supposed to be protecting her, and he has a score to settle for her running off. And yeah, as far as the story goes, it was just kind of meh. As far as the couple go, their relationship to me was meh. As far as the sexy times, that was great. If the rest of the series followed these 2 characters, I wouldn't continue the series. I would just go ahead and unhaul the books I have from that series. But because I know, I've looked, and the second book follows different people that are mentioned in that story, but it's just like a different couple's story or whatever. I will give it one more shot and read the second book in the series, and we'll see. After that, I did finish The Girl and the Witch's Garden by Erin Bowman. This was my final challenge for the Believathon readathon, and I give this 4.5 stars. It was really good. It's about a girl who, her father is sick in the hospital. He has cancer, and things are getting really bad, and so he sends her to her grandmother's house to spend the summer. And she's grown up hearing that her grandmother was a witch and that there is like this haunted garden or something like that, and she's never really believed it. Her grandmother's always been sweet and kind, and like 6 years ago her parents got divorced and her mother moved in with her grandmother in this house, and then pretty much had nothing else to do with her, though the grandmother still contacted her every year on her birthday. And so when she had to go to her grandmother's house, she was not really 100% thrilled about seeing her mother, but kind of she was, because she was hoping that her mother would finally pay attention to her. And when she arrives, her grandmother is not there, and her mother is, but she's incredibly cold and has started fostering other children, which just kind of hurts even more. And they are all tasked with finding this elixir for immortality in this secret garden, this magical garden. And all of these kids have a different ability, like bending time or seeing things that others can't see, or transforming objects into something else, things like that. And they've been told that if they find this elixir, she will adopt them. And when Hyper, the little girl, arrives and her mother is this cold, awful person, they're like, why would you even want, she was like, why would you even want her to adopt you? She's terrible. And believes that her mother may have sinister reasons, and she wants to know where the other kid has disappeared to and where her grandmother has disappeared to. I give it 4 stars. It was really good. It also deals a lot with, like, because her father is very sick, dealing with that and grief and fear over losing him and all of that. So 4 stars. And then I did start Tempestuous, and I got to page 24. And as I said before, this is like a modern day retelling of The Tempest by William Shakespeare. And it's about like a former it girl who's fallen from grace, and now she finds herself in a snowstorm, I think trapped in the mall because she works in the food court, and she wants to seek revenge on these that made her fall from grace. This was my next read for the 1,000 Doors Readathon, and I don't know that there's necessarily an end. Like, I don't think you have to end the 1,000 Doors Readathon at the end of the month, so I'm actually just gonna kind of overlap this into Merry Bookmas just a little bit. So this week I've completed these 3 plus the audiobook Ask For It by Sylvia Day. So 4 books, and started another, as well as a million other things that between family and Thanksgiving and all of that, it's been a week. And now I have to get started with the whole Merry Bookmas readathon, which I'm super excited for. And if you don't know what that readathon is about, I will link it up here. You should definitely go and check it out. There's still plenty of time. It is a month-long readathon, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you.